He's back and totally ready to kick some butt. What's up, guys? It's Jam1 from Jam1 TCG coming at you guys with another totally awesome video. And guys, not just any totally awesome video, but the ban list. Don't worry, this is not a fake ban list reaction. Remember, we don't do those. None of these. None of that. All we're going to do is, by this time, you have seen this list, and I expect that you've seen this list, so we're just going to talk about it, what it means, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, so, yeah, Totally Awesome is at least to 2, so that's all that matters about this ban list. Video over. I don't care about anything else. Just kidding, guys. All right, so, yes, I'm very excited. Thank you for people that, messaged me and told me about it before I got to look at the list, but yeah, I'm excited. I think Toad needed to be at 2, but don't worry, we will talk about Sweet Toad here. Don't worry about that. He's gonna come back. So let's talk about everything else though. Starting off, yeah. So all of these up here, these were just straight up banned, just cut out. Like they said, no more of this shenanigans. Block Dragon is so busted. We all saw this coming. We knew that it was coming. It was too broken. The card literally, any card that says add 3 cards to your hand for nothing is like, what? Like, no. So it needed to go. So this is going to hurt the Emancipators, the rock deck, a lot. And then all of these 2 indirectly hurt. Now we know the main culprit here is Halqifibrax. But it looks like they're doing we're just going to go around the problem thing for a while. And it makes sense because, again, the card did just come out. So it only makes sense that they're not, going to do anything. These cards right here, these are super old. So it makes sense why they banned them. So it's kind of just it's not like a big shock at all. But will Needle Fiber, Halqifibrax get banned eventually? Possibly. It's definitely a ban-worthy card, but it just seems like they're trying to go around the problem, and that's okay for now because I think this will definitely hurt the Eldritch Synchron, for sure. I don't think they can combo anymore. Now, this is just my first opinion and my first glance at all of this stuff, so I could be wrong, and I know somebody's out there in the lab right now cooking up some formula to find some new tuners that's going to make this combos work, but for now, it's just we'll see. This is a big one, guys. So Rusty is back. I'm scared of Rusty, guys. Just straight up, this card is very powerful. If you guys remember, maybe 4 to 3 formats ago when Orcus was running like crazy, I think this is gonna make Orcus strategies really viable again. But then also we know why they did this, right? If you don't know, there's a new set. The next main set is called Phantom's Rage, and it brings up a lot of new PK cards, Phantom Knight cards. So I think this is why they unbanned Rusty because he is the mascot. It's they gotta sell it and people are gonna be excited to play with it. But I'm kind of scared. What is he gonna do? Will Burning Abyss decks and dark decks and any type of deck period that can abuse this card, will it be powerful? Let me know in the comment section below, guys, but I'm kind of afraid of Rusty. Don't know what he's going to do. We're going to see. All right, so another card to be unbanned is the Double Iris Magician. Guys, I don't know. I think this card is kind of power crept at this point because it's really, really, really old. And I know back in the Pepe era and all this stuff when pendulums were first becoming crazy and then they went into other evolutions, this card was actually really, really powerful. But I don't think it's going to still be that strong. We'll see. We all know that Triff is out here in his lab cooking up his concoctions right now to make this work. So we'll see what happens. I'm actually interested to see what he's going to come up with. Oh my goodness. This is probably, Harpies Feather Duster is probably one of my best excited things about this ban list. Guys, it's been forever since this card has been off the ban list. This is kind of like when Monster Reborn first came off the ban list. Guys, this card is so classic, so iconic. It was in the anime. It's such a powerful effect. It was a video game promo. This card has such a history. I'm so excited to see it back. I can't believe it's actually back. It feels like it's weird. It's a dream or something. I think the last time I actually resolved the Harpy Feather Duster when I was 12 years old or something. Back in the old PlayStation 1 game, Forbidden Memories. I can't even remember the last time I played this card for real. It's crazy to see it back. This is kind of scary for back row decks, though, because it's we already got to deal with Lightning Storm. We got a Twin Twister. We got all of this back row removal now. So this just adds to the pot. I don't know. We'll see if it matters. I mean, it's a one of now, so we'll see what kind of impact it has. But I do think cards like this need to exist, to be honest, because some strategies have gotten so out of hand now that it's kind of like, well, you can't just nuke their field, you lose. So it's kind of fair in a way, but we'll see. It's just another problem that Ultra Geist and Guru and Paleo and other decks have to deal with, though. This is another big one. Call by the Grave is like, wow. Like, everybody is like really upset about this. Call going to 1. So, like, that's kind of crazy to think about because this card was like a 3 of in everybody's extra side deck or main deck, depending on if you were playing combo or not. And then it went to 2. Then everybody was like, oh, I don't know. I think this card was like our best defense against hand traps. But now, I mean, we're going to have to deal with Triple T, the Triple Tactical Talons. Yeah, I'm just going to call that card Triple T. I don't know if anyone else is calling it that, but we're going to name that Triple T. I think that's why they probably want people to use that card more, which the card is amazing. So it's like, why wouldn't you want to use it anyways? It's like, but yeah, because of the price tag, that's probably why. But hey, we'll see. Maybe hand traps will be more potent, and maybe it'll stop a lot of decks because we're gonna see later that Tour Guide is on this list. Maybe without Call by the Grave, it won't be that impactful. Okay, so we're going to talk about these both at the same time. Both Seer and Graph are going to 2 now. They were at 1, as you see there, but like, yeah, now they're going to 2. I think, like I said, Burning Abyss strategies, dark strategies, a lot of those are probably about to start picking up now with Rusty being able to help out, and also just the fact that, like, I think it's cool because, like, it's good to see old archetypes like Burning Abyss still get to do something, you know? Like, Burning Abyss has been out forever. And it's probably out of all of the decks that have been power crept, is one of the most like consistently stable, not power crept decks. Like, it still has some potential to do a lot of good things. And now, who knows? I'm interested to see what people are going to come up with now that we get more support with them, even though, like, you know, these cards have been limited for a very long time. So seeing them in 2 is kind of nice. ABC Buster and my boy Totally Awesome. We have been redeemed, guys. We spoke loud enough, and Konami heard our cries because these cards were wrongly, as I said before, wrongly put on the list to 1, and that made those decks really unplayable. Like, I'm the Frog Master. Like, you see the Toad, you see the Frog Wall. Like, playing Toad at 1 was crazy. Like, it was so hard. It was like my hands was tied behind my back the whole time because, like, it 2 is okay. And I understand they were probably afraid for both of these cards. Don't get me wrong. ABC Buster Dragon is super powerful and Totally Awesome is as well. But both of these cards, compared to like these new cards that are out here now, like, they're not the strongest. They're like, I say, like, I don't know, new cards up here, they'd probably be like about here. So I think it's fair to at least give us 2 copies of them because maybe somebody will break them. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody's out here cocking something now. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to break Frog. But it's going to be broken on the level that they're a rogue strategy and they're not as strong as everything else, okay? And we need that, okay? We need at least 2 of them to be able to fight. Without, like, with 1, it's just so bad. And ABC players can agree with the same thing. It was so bad. So I'm glad to see these cards back to 2, at least 2. I wish they were at 3, but, you know, baby steps, baby steps. Maybe after a while they'll see that, oh, they don't do anything, and they'll be like, oh, okay, you can have them at 3 again. But yeah, like, I'm actually excited to see them back. That's probably like the only thing about this ban list I care the most about, obviously, because now I'm gonna make some nice decks for you guys. We're gonna see, and within the next couple months or so, I gotta see how some things shift in the meta and all of that. But don't worry, I'm going to make something. We'll see. But I'm excited that these are back. All right. So then now we talk about the free from the list. Like, see, these next cards right here, they were basically restricted in some type of way, but now they put them to 3. So, yeah, like, Tour Guide coming back. Obviously, this goes back to what we were saying earlier with our whole Burning Abyss strategy, the Rusty Bardi strategies. All of these dark theme dot decks are now really about to get a like power boost with Tour Guide being back here because Tour Guide is powerful. But guys, I don't think it's gonna be like broken because you have to normal summon this. Normal summon Tour Guide, Feg Veiler, Ash, permanents. Like, I think there's a lot of things to stop it now. So, like, I don't think it's, like, going to be crazy. But I don't know, again. And without Call by the Grave, like, it's going to be harder. So, we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody's out here doing something crazy. They probably are. But we'll see. Maki Ada the Destroyer? What now? So any old player like me would be scared as heck by this card right now, because this card enables so many broken strategies and FTKs and all of this stuff. Playing trap cards from your hand is kind of stupid. Don't fear, though, because they errata this, which means this effect does not the same effect as the old school broken card, okay? Now, I don't know if this errata is going to take effect anytime soon, but in the OCG, they have this, like, where it's out, all right? So the new effect reads that it has to be on the field first and then go to the graveyard in order to activate the effect, okay? So that's a lot of different than, oh, just discard from my hand with Forbidden Droplets or anything else that discards, and then I can just basically activate as many trap cards from my hand as I want. So I don't think that is actually going to be that impactful, to be honest with you guys. I think this card is kind of unplayable if, like, the errata sticks. Now, if they do something weird and make it like where, oh, the OCG only has errata and only TCG doesn't, now that's going to be crazy. Now this card will get broken if that's the case, but I don't think that it's going to do anything at 3 with new errata, like, just straight up. So don't panic, guys. Old school players, don't panic. If you didn't know it's errata, it's errata. Like, yeah, the new effect doesn't work like how the old one used to. This card from Gishki, like, I don't really like. It's not even that good, honestly. Like, I think this has been power crept to all heck. Like, go ahead, we can have 3 of these. I don't think this is going to do anything. Like, yeah, I'm not even going to really talk about this that much because it's like, yeah, sure, it did some broken stuff in the past, but I don't really see it doing much right now. We'll see, though. We'll see. This is another thing that I was actually kind of excited about because you guys know I used to play Monarchs, like, back, like, in the day. So seeing Pantheism come back is kind of cool. I thought this was going to happen, though, because they were slowly over the years releasing a lot of them off the list. Because, yes, Monarchs were broken when that structure deck came out a long time ago. Like, a long time ago. A lot of people, like Stormforth, all of that stuff, it was broken, man. But I think now it's like, it's not doing anything. I don't think it will do anything. So I think it's fine that we have this. Like, I think it gives, again, more people to play more decks. That's what I want to see. I want to see a diversity in the game now. So glad to see this. Yeah, so Widow Anchor going to 3, I think that is also fair because let's be real, guys. They ripped out the most powerful card this deck had. Engage is banned, okay? I don't perceive that ever Engage coming back. If it does, it might be at 1, but I don't foresee it coming back at all, to be honest with you guys. So I actually think this is fine for Sky Striker players. To be honest, Sky Striker doesn't do that much. Now, Jiraiya, you, and you're watching this, I know that you're about to be doing some nice stuff with this because, oh my goodness, when I watched that, like, when I saw him bring Sky Strikers back, like, man, that was nice. Also, if Ray is out here watching this, I'm pretty sure he got some things that he want to do with this too. So we're going to see. I think that it takes a very special person to play this deck and to make it work the way it should. So I'm actually excited to see what real Sky Striker players are going to do with this, not just people that are just like, oh, Sky Striker is all right and they're just going to be messing around with it. Like, no, like the real OG Sky Striker players, I think they will be able to actually do something with this. All right, so what do I think is going to happen in this meta? I don't know, because I think it's been a really, really, really long time, you know, that we had a good ban list. Like, that last ban list was not really a ban list, but let's be real. Like, you know, what's going on in the world, we can't really expect it. Now, what's going to happen? Like, I think that there are a lot of decks that can actually come. There are some decks that didn't even get hurt, like, you know, Dragon Link, the new Dogmatica stuff, obviously that just came out, but like the splashable variants that they have, I think those are still going to be some very strong decks. Eldritch, I don't think it's going anywhere. Like, yes, maybe the strongest version of it, the Synchro Eldritch, is probably not that playable at all right now. But I don't know. Somebody might make it work. But even if they don't, those cards are more than enough powerful by themselves. And some people can say, but Harpy Feather is just going to put them in check. You're going to draw one of? No. And at the same time, you've seen them get Lightning Storm, and they still keep playing. So they're destroying their cards doesn't really help anything because they play from the graveyard. So I think Eldritch is still going to be a very powerful deck. Will the Rocky Boys still do it? Will Emancipators matter anymore? I don't know. To be honest, I don't really see what else they can do. Now they're going to be really glass cannon because Block Dragon was their like recovery. Like you hit them and then they just come right back. And now with Block Dragon out of there, I don't know if they're going to be able to do what they can or what they were doing. Now, that one new secret rare that came out, Emancipator Friends, I don't know. Maybe people will start going towards more of a rock-centric deck. I don't know. This is just predictions. But maybe it'll just die. Maybe it's not powerful anymore. We'll see. Like I said, I think dark dot decks like with the power of Rusty will be able to become way stronger because Rusty is a generic dark monster. Like, but any like in the Phantom Knights deck is gonna be busted when the new support comes out. But then in general, just being able to like make more dark plays and interruptions like Orcus how they used to be. Now, don't get me wrong, they had Mermaid. That was one of the things that made them like way, way broken. But I still think you can get to Rusty pretty easily in a dark dot deck, no matter whether it's Orcus or anything else. So I think any dark fiend-ish type deck is going to start seeing some lot of play with Rusty's help. And then, like I said, I don't really know what's going to happen, but I will also say that anything that's playing Halqifibrax, Needle Fiber, they're still going to find a way. Like, that card is too good, and until it gets banned, there's always going to be that one special person that's going to find that one broken card that synergizes with it and make it work like overtime. So I don't know what the next new tuner is going to be. Some people were saying Plague Spreader, Zombie. I don't know. We'll see, but I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of tuners out here. And until Konami like bans every single tuner, we're going to be seeing Halqifibrax combos still. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. I want to see, what do you guys think about this ban list? I really like it. I think it's like good job. I think a lot of things that happened needed to happen, and I'm really excited that we get our boy back. So yeah, like that's all I care about, the main thing. And Harpies Feather Dust are crazy, right? Like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to play that card again. It's been so long. But yeah, what do you guys think in the comment section below? Let me know, what do you think about this list? What do you think is going to be the best decks? What are you trying? What are you in the lab cooking up? Let me know, guys. I want to hear from you. Be sure to watch another video. There should be another video on the screen. Click it and keep on watching, guys. I'll see you soon.